Why did Bhishma wait till the beginning of Uttarayana before giving up his life in the Mahabharata? I will try and explain that to you using stellarium and Surya Siddhanta. So here I am in stellarium. We are opening with the celestial sphere, Khagola. And Dhruva Nakshatra is up here in the north. So north is on top. Now we know that the celestial sphere is nothing but the space, the sky which surrounds the terrestrial sphere, Bhugola. We have seen this already before. Now I am going to show you a shloka from Surya Siddhanta. I am going to use two shlokas. This is the first one. This says, a collection of manifold jewels, a mountain of gold, is Meru, passing through the middle of Bhugola and protruding on either side. So what does this mean? Now, quite clearly, this indicates that Meru is the axis of Bhugola. And then you project the axis out into the sky on either side, both in the north and in the south. The entire celestial sphere is nothing but a projection of the terrestrial sphere out into space, including the latitudes and the longitudes. You project them out into space. So Meru also, if that is the axis of the earth, you project it out into space on the north and south. That is what this shloka is essentially saying. It's defining Meru, and then I am showing you an astronomer's view of what Meru really is in astronomy, in ancient Hindu astronomy. Now let's go to the next step. I'm going to take this shloka away, bring you the very next shloka. It says, at its upper end are stationed along with Indra, the Devas and the Maharshis. At its lower end in like manner, the Asuras have their place, each the enemy of the other. Wonderful. We know that the Devas and Asuras are enemies, so they are in opposite sides of Meru. So up here in the north celestial pole are the Devas, and their enemies, the Asuras, are in the south celestial pole at the bottom. Devas are on the top, Asuras are on the bottom. The symbology is very striking. So in effect, what this means is that if you go somewhere up here to the North Pole, stand there on the earth, and then look up at the sky, way above your head at some infinite distance are the Devas. So effectively that becomes Devaloka. The North Celestial Pole is Devaloka. Here is where astronomy moves into cosmology. Very nicely and very seamlessly. So that is Devaloka up there. And this symbology is the crux of the answer I have to give as to the original question, why did Bhishma wait until the beginning of Uttarayana? So now let me get rid of this shloka. I don't need Bhugola any longer. I will remove Meru also. And I'm going to now show you Uttarayana. Let's take a look. So you know that in Uttarayana, sun moves towards the north. But now you know that the sun is ascending towards Devaloka. So the path of the sun is the path leading to the gods, Devayana. This is actually an alternate term for Uttarayana, Devayana, but it's no longer very much in use. And Bhishma was a Mahatma. And the idea is that if he gives up his soul during this period, it ascends to Devaloka. And he attains mukti. There is no rebirth for him, because similar to the sun, his soul also moves on Devayana, the path leading to the gods, and he attains mukti. That is the reason why Bhishma was waiting for Uttarayana to begin. On the other hand, if you proceed to Dakshinayana, then the sun is moved to the south, you know that, and that is Asuraloka. Now, there is an alternate tradition which says that the south is Yamaloka. or Pitruloka. We have already seen a tradition where moon is Pitruloka. This is another tradition that south celestial pole is Pitruloka. So this period, the sun is moving on a path leading to the Pitrayana. This also was an alternate term for Dakshinayana, not in use any longer. That's why you will find Pitru Paksha happens when the moon crosses the equators. This is the period when we'll have Pitru Paksha and the celebrations, and the moon comes to the south celestial sphere. So this is the story of Uttarayana and Dakshinayana, the path leading to the gods, path leading to the Pitrus, and this is why Bhishma waited till Devayana, the path moving, the path leading to the gods, so that he can attain mukti.